Put away your inhibitions. Let the beast in.
I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Broncos going up against the Broncos. So let's get you out to Denver for the call of our game. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, we are at the foot of the Rockies as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the picturesque city of Denver, Colorado. Coming up, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup between the Denver Broncos and themselves.
Call it, Babe Ruth ball it. Your boyfriend's got a cauliflower and I'm a so sue me. Who you, Judge Judy? Stacking the rubies. If life was a movie, then you could just call me the Goonies. You're not relevant, trolling on the internet. No respect, haven't moved out of your parents' basement yet. Big neck, coming with the beat that's gonna break your neck.
You can hear me now.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? If you like it loud, we can make it loud. Can you hold it down? 'Cause we can hold it down. Yeah, you can hear me now. Yeah, you can hear me now. Turn it up to 11.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Falcons going up against the Broncos. So let's get you out to Denver for the call of our game. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Okay, Larry, we are located a couple miles west of the Colorado State Capitol building here in downtown Denver. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Denver Broncos. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from Sports Authority Field. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. Couple of Broncos there in on the tackle. Second down, here's Ryan. Oh, The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, and it's third down. And here's a look at the defense for Denver.
Von Miller is so good that he doesn't even need a nickname. His ability to bend and dip on the pass rush, unequaled in this league.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. On third down, Ryan. He's got Sanu. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. This is Freeman on first and 10. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
And he'll get this up to about the 40.
And when you watch Devontae Freeman run the football, you can almost close your eyes and hear him running the football, can't you? Because people just scatter. I mean, you know, when he goes through a pile, it moves in a positive direction for him. I just love how hard he plays the game.
1,000-yard season. He had 11 touchdowns last year. In March, 25 years old. So he's kind of hitting that sweet spot for a running back, isn't he?
He really is. And I still remember the evaluation of him coming out of college. He does everything well, but you weren't sure he had a dominant trait. Well, wrong about that. He's dominant just about everything he does, and I think that he's going to continue to elevate his game and seek a third Pro Bowl in 2017.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They'll run for it. It's Freeman. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So you heard the word. This is a neutral zone infraction.
Yeah, the defender wanted to try and get back after he had jumped, unable to do so.
To throw is Simeon. Completes it to Norwood. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it second and short. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On second down, here's Simeon. Sanders has it over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
First carry of the ball game now. It's C.J. Anderson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down. The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
Here's Simeon now on second down. That's caught at the 2. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. They come out here in the eye. Again on 2nd and 10. It's Ryan. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
And he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for 3rd down.
Playing pass all the way.
It's caught. Jones. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give him a 1st down. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They come up in an offset eye. Now it's Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Over 1,400 yards last year for Jones. Just 6 touchdowns, but, you know, of course he had the big 300-yard game. However, when he was blanketed with coverage, he always opens things up for other guys, doesn't he?
He does, and that's what's benefited Atlanta's offense. Other guys were able to step up. In 2016, Mohamed Sanu stepped up and had his best year as a pro. Austin Hooper is a young tight end, really developed.
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 46 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from moving out in front. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
3 yards to go on 2nd down.
Now let's go.
To throw on second is Simeon. The Sanders has got it complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a first down and 5 for the offense. Thomas, the lone receiver, left.
Here we go now. 3-19. Leopard.
A shotgun snap for Simeon. And this one's incomplete. All right, different topic here. 2018, the Super Bowl, traveling north, far north to Minneapolis. Early predictions for that one. Who you got?
Well, you know, everyone's still waiting in the NFL for a home team to play in its home stadium, right? So could the Vikings be that team? I'll start in the NFC, and I'm going to say no. I think Seattle, starting to get near that maybe last run with their defense. Earl Thomas returns. I like Seattle coming out of the NFC. How about you?
Well, I'm actually going to take a Dallas Cowboys NFC title run. I think that they came so close this year, probably most talented going into next year.
I like that one. Well, in the AFC, I'm going to go with a team that if they improve their defense and their quarterback stays healthy, they could be that team, the Oakland Raiders.
Okay, I'm going dark horse. Cleveland Browns.
Let's go. Hey, from worst to first.
And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. A good pickup there at 22. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. So following the penalty, now 1st and 5.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. On the tackle that time, Tyson Jackson.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
All right, here we go.
They run it again with Anderson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. In the backfield is Anderson. Now Simeon. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Simeon on 1st down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Here's Simeon now on 2nd down. That's caught at the 1. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jordan Norwood, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. So the D-line's going to spread out. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. To throw is Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons are an extra point away from moving out in front. And that one will give them the lead here as we approach halftime. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And Denver getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
On 2nd down, here's Simeon. Screen play, Anderson. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. And now they're in the hurry-up. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And yes, that is something Von Miller does very well. 13.5 sacks last year, second in the league, and was right in the running for Defensive Player of the Year.
Again.
And
if he plays full seasons or nearly full seasons, he'll be in that running for the rest of his career. I love his ability to bend coming around the corner, and sometimes we don't talk about that enough. His ability to have the best leverage, get lower than the offensive tackle, yet still running at full speed and wrapping his way around the corner and getting to the quarterback.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half. It's wrong. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And McManus missed it. How about that? No good. Wide to the left. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Falcons grab it. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Now Ryan on 2nd down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
They come out here in the eye. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. And give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Now Ryan. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Ryan. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But that's good.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They're going on under pressure. They got him again. Von Miller not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Play clock winding down. Just beating the play clock, Simeon. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Emmanuel Sanders, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On second down, Freeman. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. A little lull in the action here to go over an offseason storyline that's kind of interesting. L.A. a couple years ago, they have no teams, and now they're going to have 2 with the move from San Diego to L.A. What does that mean for the league and for the Chargers?
It seems like an easier transition, doesn't it, than St. Louis when they moved back to Los Angeles.
Less culture shock.
Less culture shock, less, obviously geography, the whole deal. But it's a transition that still is not going to be easy. Remember, they're going to go play in a soccer stadium, essentially, for at least the first couple of years before they share a stadium with the Rams. So that changes things. Obviously, trying to create an identity in the market they haven't been in a long time. It began as a...
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick.
Naturally, we're going to say it was a poor pass, but the defensive guys say it was just a great play by them. They broke on the football, picked it off, and gave some momentum to their team.
And they'll try to fire up the running game with C.J. Anderson. C.J. Anderson. And all the way home for a Broncos score. C.J. Anderson, 43 yards. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
On second down, Ryan. And he gets it to a former Bronco, Jacob Tamme. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line. Now Ryan on first down. It's caught, left side, Tamme. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is caught. A big play there. Ryan to Jones. 47 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Falcons draw a bit closer. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out
I
there?
didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for him. A nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
So a big play coming for the Falcons as they'll go for 2. To throw for it is Ryan. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Now, after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. 2nd down following the run. Thomas, the lone receiver left.
Let's go! Green!
To throw on 2nd is Simeon. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. They come out here in the eye. Simeon gives to his fullback, Janovich, and he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. On second down, here's Simeon. Sanders has it over the middle. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
On first down, it's Simeon. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard. So they're leading. They have possession of the football. And certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock.
All right, here we go.
They'll come out in the pistol. Getting the call is Anderson running left. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now a handoff to the fullback, Janovich. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
3rd and 1, who are you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man. Hand him the ball and let him get upfield and pick up a first down.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now a give running left with Anderson. And some room to maneuver. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Falcons going to use another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. 319. 3. All right, now, lucky 56. All right, here we go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Green with a catch left side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Simeon. And he whips that one incomplete there. And this seemingly endless drive continues.
Here we go now.
Now Simeon. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. And McManus able to put it through, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So barring something extraordinary, something crazy here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Brandon, this will be a great win for them. The better team's going to win this game, no question about it.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But
They've got his man complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Well, not the position they want to be in. Still a very, very small chance here, but they almost need a miracle.
Agreed. That means they've got to get it to the sidelines, get out of bounds, and preserve clock.
And this is Gabriel on the catch. It's a gain of 17 that time. And it'll give the Falcons a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Throwing now is Ryan. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
And there's the touchdown that they needed, so they'll celebrate. But the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, they need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part one of the equation done. Now they need to convert, then get that onside kick. And the lead is down to 2. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And the kickoff sails out of bounds, and that's going to be a penalty.
You can see the looks on the faces of the rest of the team. You have one job to do. Just kick the ball and play.
Well, that's exactly right, Charles. The kicker, this is just inexcusable.
Absolutely inexcusable. Everyone out there slugging it out for the entire game. Execute your job.
The win for the Broncos seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.
Just a bunch of poor boys, daddy's girls, children of the cornfield, trying to turn a shift job into a dollar bill. We wear the muddy boots, stay true to how we're raised, ain't nothing about us fake. You know we're straight out of that dirty south, dirty roads, nobody got no money, got them signed up, pickup trucks, whistling at them from the country, yes sir. You know we're straight out of that long week, working now, everybody wanna party, all night long, bonfire on the back 40, in the middle of nowhere, nobody going home tonight, till we're straight out of moonlight, straight Just a bunch of John Deere junkies getting funky to some